and the omnibus. So I was forced into the Archers when I was a child. And look, it's come back to bite me later on. I'm awash with this stuff.
The Archers is the world's longest-running radio show, with more than 15,000 episodes broadcast. Despite being a rural flavor show, The Archers is recorded in the heart of...
Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're digging into a really interesting audio source, looking at how a few connected events unfolded in this one community.
Yeah, it's quite a story. We're going to unpack how some, seemingly ordinary stuff actually revealed something extraordinary, and also how a community really pulled together.
Exactly, and the source for all this, it's this single audio recording. It captures these conversations, giving us a real snapshot of life in Ambridge as they hit some challenges and, well, some big surprises.
So our mission really is to pull out the key bits. We start with a student's project, then stumble into like a crime scene revelation, and end up seeing this amazing community support effort.
All from one recording. It's pretty amazing.
It really is.
Okay, so let's start at the beginning. There's this student, Mia. She's home for what she calls a flying visit, right? Back from University of Newcastle.
That's her. And she's got this assignment for uni, something about water courses.
Yeah, specifically she wanted to film where they're introducing beavers out at Rewald near Ambridge.
Right. So, natural habitat footage. That was the plan.
And to do that, she borrowed a drone from George.
Yes. The drone. Now, Mia apparently thinks she's pretty good with technology.
But
well, she admitted she was having a really tough time with this drone. Just couldn't get the hang of it.
spent a whole hour trying to film, apparently.
Yeah. And ended up with footage she called rubbish. Just nothing useful for her project.
So naturally, she's frustrated. What did she do?
Well, she asked for help, Just needed someone to show her the basics of flying the thing.
And this is where it gets interesting. So they're looking through the drone's footage, trying to figure it out.
Yeah, and they accidentally hit play on some practice footage. Stuff that was recorded earlier.
Yeah.
Near the pub. Completely by accident.
Not the beaver footage she was trying to get.
Not at all. And what they saw instead was, well, pretty shocking.
Okay, tell us, what was on this accidental recording?
The pub sign. The sign for the bullpub. It was on fire.
Seriously?
Yeah. Burning. And this was from last Friday morning. But that's not all.
Go on.
In the corner of the shot, you could see someone getting into a car.
No way.
Yep. And because it was drone footage, they could zoom right in, clear as anything. They could read the car's number plate.
Wow. Okay. That is huge, especially for the pub owner, Jolene.
Oh, absolutely huge. Jolene, who runs the Bull, she'd been beside herself with worry since the fire. Her partner, Kenton, too, just really, really anxious.
They suspected someone, didn't they? This, Marquis bloke and his friends.
They did. They were pretty sure it was him, but like Jolene said, they couldn't prove it. There was nothing solid linking him to the fire. Just suspicion.
Right. So they had this strong gut feeling, but no actual proof for the police.
Exactly. And then Mia and Ed, the person who actually accidentally recorded it, they show Jolene this footage on a laptop.
I can only imagine her reaction, seeing that number plate.
Immense relief, you'd have to think. The police officers apparently confirmed it straight away, called it clear evidence.
Finally, something concrete.
Yes. And Jolene was just so hopeful, saying maybe this would be enough, to send Marky and his cronies back to prison. It must have felt like a massive weight lifted.
And the person who actually filmed it, Ed, he didn't even realize he'd recorded it.
Not a clue. That's the amazing part. He said he was just messing about trying to get used to the drone controls near the pub earlier. He didn't even remember hitting record on that bit.
An accidental hero. Incredible.
Totally. Jolene was, as you can imagine, incredibly thankful to both Mia and Ed. Offered Ed a meal on the house for his family. A big thank you.
It really shows how sometimes the answers we need can come from the most unexpected places. A student struggling with tech accidentally solves a crime.
Exactly. And that theme of community, of things happening unexpectedly, it continues, doesn't it? Because the audio then shifts to another drama unfolding.
Right, the local shop. What happened there?
Sudden news, the shop had to close, immediately, temporarily, for urgent building work.
And this wasn't planned way in advance.
No. Announced the day before, Susan and Joy, who run it, were thrown into chaos. A total whirlwind, as they called it.
Oh, man. Packing up an entire shop overnight. That sounds like a nightmare.
It was a logistical nightmare. All the stock had to go somewhere. Ambient stuff, tins and packets, went to Susan's house.
Okay.
Frozen food had to go to Helen's big freezers over at Bridge Farm.
Right.
And anything perishable, fresh food, they donated it to a charity that helps community groups, which was lovely, but still
just a mountain of stuff to sort and pack. Overwhelming for 2 people.
totally overwhelming. They knew they had Mick, Neil, and Christopher coming later with a van for the heady stuff, the fridges and freezers.
But for the actual packing.
It was just them.
Yeah.
So Susan, kind of desperate, I think, put out a plea on social media, asking for volunteers, anyone who could help.
And did people respond?
Did they ever? It was incredible. First, Aram turned up. Azra had sent her because Azra had a bad back. Aram brought her car.
Okay, 1 helper. Better than nothing.
But then Aram also brought Jezza, Pip, Josh, and Ben with her.
Wow, okay.
Then Kirsty and Stella arrived. They'd actually said no to helping at the pub earlier, but they came straight to the shop to pack.
That's fantastic.
Then Mick and Neil got there with the van, and guess who else showed up?
Let me guess. Ed and Mia.
You got it. Fresh from solving the pub fire mystery, they pitched in at the shop too.
That's just brilliant. What a community response.
It really was. Joy and Susan were completely overcome. You hear it in the recording. They called it a Christmas miracle.
In the middle of the night, people just dropping everything to help pack up a shop for free.
Exactly. They were just so grateful. Susan talks about how the shop isn't just a job for her. It's a lifeline.
Yeah.
And she's just hoping, really hoping it can reopen soon and that their loyal customers will come back. It really shows how much these local places mean to people.
It absolutely does. That loyalty, it runs deep. But the recording also touches on some more personal stuff too, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The smaller threads connecting people.
It does. Little observations, like Mia noticing how Amber seems to really like George.
Right. And then it turns out they're getting married.
Yeah. Mia thinks it seems a bit quick, but hopes it's good for George. Just a small personal aside.
And then there's Susan again, even with the shop chaos.
Yeah. Amidst all that, she's also got her own personal worries bubbling up. She mentions all this carry on with George and Amber.
Okay.
And she says George wants nothing more to do with me. So on top of this shop potentially closing, she's dealing with this family rift. It adds another layer, doesn't it?
It really does. It shows how complex life is in a small community. The big public dramas and the quiet personal struggles, they're all happening at once, all tangled together.
Loyalty brings people together in a crisis, like at the shop. But those same close ties can also bring personal pain, like with Susan and George.
So wrapping this all up, what are the big takeaways from this deep dive into the audio?
Well, I think firstly how unpredictable things are. A student's tech problem leads to solving a crime. Just wow.
Yeah, that's definitely one. Accidental discoveries can be incredibly powerful.
And secondly, the power of community. When that shop needed help, people just showed up, no questions asked, just pure support. It shows the strength in that collective spirit, that loyalty.
It really does. It's quite inspiring, actually.
Yeah.
And it makes you wonder, what hidden stories or maybe unexpected connections are playing out right now, just under the surface, in the everyday moments around you.
Things waiting to be noticed, or maybe even accidentally recorded. How might those little unexpected things lead to something significant in your own life, something to think about?
So, what are you doing now?
Just getting ready for the next episode. Just
And,
moving mics around.
So, what do you do?
I do the spot effects on the arches. Any
Are you what we
movements
call Foley then?
and- kind of. Yep. That's,
Okay. And these are all part of the paraphernalia of production.
Yep. That's the ball bar. That's.
This one.
Yep. That's.
Haley so wanted to be in their own place when their baby came. It's due in 2 months. There's not much chance of that now. No. I mean, it would have been a stretch for them financially, mind, but I just wish there was something practical I could do to help them, Caroline.
I think The Archers has had this immense popularity over the years, basically because it has always very accurately reflected the reality of life and living in a rural community, whatever